Mr. Svarog, I understand, but I think Pascal is different. He possesses a quality that other small robots don't have. In some ways, I believe he's similar to Mr. Svarog. I can't overlook this unique quality. Pascal's backup power was activated for some reason shortly after the residents were evacuated. It woke up to discover that the whole place had been abandoned. So it decided to collect parts, repair the town, and wait for everyone to return. However, for some reason, Pascal keeps getting attacked by his fellow robots because the automatons think he's a fragmentum creature.
Could it be possessed by a fragmentum creature?
I'm not sure, but I suspect Pascal's tormented sense of self stems from him being constantly attacked by his fellow robots.
The probability of the robot crashing again is around.
And if that happens, I'll do it again. And if it happens again, I'll go through the exact same steps. I'll guide him and fix him. No matter how many times it happens, I'll be there to help Pascal.
But he will forget about you, Clara. He will repeatedly forget you, as well as all the emotions and memories he has previously accumulated.
That's practically just dying over and over and over again.
His limited storage capacity will eventually become completely overwritten by infinite copies of muddled information in an everlasting cycle. Clara, the challenge will be tougher than you can possibly imagine. Are you sure this is the path you want to take? Backup complete. Initializing formatting.
Waiting. Birth. Instruct. Wait. For. In. Die. And. Pascal. Clara. Big sister. Thank you, Clara. Big sister. Pascal. Very happy. Finish. Mission.
Oh no! Oh, that hurts. Back to Honkai Star Rail. So, what we got going on here is we're going to go and do one of the, actually, I was thinking of doing the story quest, but no, actually, we're gonna go do what Don Hung was up. Are you serious? Why even give me this mission if I can't do it? No, we are gonna go do a companion quest then. It's one of these two. Whichever one activates is what activates.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Last time we went through the sad end of Clara's story. And now we're gonna see what we do in here. It's obviously gonna give me one or the other. Well, I think it would give me whichever one I focus. We're gonna see what this one's all about. I'm here to help with the investigation.
Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
You're the one getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jingyan! Give me the photos!
Coming, coming. Stop yelling. Thanks for waiting. These are the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the General and the Master Diviner. This was 2 days before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see.
Oh shit! Full flashbacks! Mr. Yang had full PTSD to Honkai Impact 3rd.
What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
He sees Odo's face and is like, oh no, not again.
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Which one? Let me see.
For people who haven't even played Honkai Impact, they're like, oh, so Welt knows Wocha? It's like, you think that he just knows Wocha. It's like, no, he knows Odo Apocalypse. What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
I thought we talked about copying people.
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Locha. His name is Locha.
That's right, Locha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name. Something to do with coughing? It was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Shenzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
Huh. I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou is squeaky clean. As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Luofu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Locha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
Not necessarily, but I have my reasons for wanting to investigate. What was he doing in the days leading up to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection?
That's complicated. Come with me to the Foursquare Mirror. It'll be easier to explain. Exalting Sanctum is one of the Luofu's crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Psycranes stationed in the area.
Psycranes is what they're called? I guess I could have figured that out, but... I just find it easier to just call them cranes.
Locha
I'm just
arrived on
dumb.
the Luofu a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he appeared near the Ambrosial Arbor with a Stellaron.
Well, the Realm Keeping Commission would have arrested him by now.
Oh yeah, I guess. You're pretty smart. Sometimes.
What?
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day. The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected.
Why don't you just ask him?
We will, in due course. But we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations. So, if you feel this Locha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve.
Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge a book by its...
Damn. Yup, he just rubs me the wrong way.
Where's this anger coming from?
Okay, this answer is definitely just... That answer was literally for Honkai Impact 3rd players.
Sorry. What I mean is... It's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Law Cha is involved somehow. Apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm-Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on this one. Be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be assisting our esteemed guests in their investigation.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the Cycrane footage. Keep me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash. One thing though, don't approach him. If you make a discovery, contact me first.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry. The Express crew keeps its promises. We won't disappoint you.
Jingyan, over to you. I need to get going.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
Hoo-wee! We may be new to the Xianzhou, but we're already investigating the mysterious disappearance of Luocha.
You're acting a little weird today.
Am I? I feel pretty normal. Anyway, this case has really got my detective blood pumping. I need to get to the bottom of it. I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately. I think it's safe to say I have the best investigative mind on the Express at this point.
The Angler mystery?
You have good taste, Miss March. The Angler Mystery is a classic detective novel on the Xianzhou. I read it when I was young and dreamed about working in the commission ever since. I didn't think it would be attracting new readers over 200 years later.
A fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary, and the main character, the Angler, is a healer. Why didn't you want to join the Alchemy Commission instead?
A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here. Plus, the threshold for the Alchemy Commission was too difficult for me to reach.
Oh, I see. But your lives are so long. Shouldn't career change be easy?
I considered it once. That was a long time ago. The longer I stay in this job, the more I understand its purpose. Fighting crime, helping the weak, solving the problems no one wants to touch. It's a satisfying feeling.
Wow. Good for you, Miss Qingyan.
Sounds like you really care. I owe you two an apology. My speculations have gotten us into a delicate situation. I'll treat you to some Xianzhou delicacies later.
No big deal. We're all on the same team here.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
I did want to say something, though. I don't think Mr. Yang is the kind of person to make a judgment based only on instinct.
We are literal children. I think so too.
It's not something I need to conceal from you. As you know, there are infinite worlds in this universe that can be similar, yet different from each other in various ways. The same is true of the people on those worlds. That's why it's possible for us to run into individuals on multiple worlds who share an appearance, but not a personality. For all we know, in some faraway world, March's adorable face might belong to an intergalactic pirate.
I knew she was suspicious.
Hey! He was just giving an example. I'm the nicest girl in the galaxy.
However, in most cases, their fates will walk a similar course. I've seen two people who looked almost identical to this Law Cha. They were not of the virtuous persuasion. That's why the moment I laid eyes on him, a chill ran down my spine. March is right. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I can't overlook this. I don't want to force you into trusting my judgment, but...
What are you talking about? Of course we trust your judgment, Mr. Yang. Right?
That's right, we believe in you.
I'm glad you believe in me, truly. But the problem remains. Will the Realm Keeping Commission trust a judgment based on this logic?
From a Xianzhou legal standpoint, the Realm Keeping Commission is unable to accept a judgment like this. It's not that we distrust you, Mr. Yang, but we cannot act on groundless accusations. I hope you understand.
Of course. We raised the accusation. We will carry the burden of proof.
Interesting.
I can bring up the data anytime from here. Are you ready?
Let's do
Alright,
it.
follow me. As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Psycrane system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Exactly. Thank you again for your help.
This is your forte. Over to you.
My forte? Says who?
Hey, I said over to you. You can't back out now.
Luocha crossed the street and turned into a strange corner. It looks dangerous there, but he didn't seem to care at all. He paced in with nothing but a sword in hand. Luocha walked out of a small inn without any heavy luggage. Luocha walked into the spare time bookshop and stepped out after a while. He left with nothing in hand. Perhaps he didn't buy anything. Luocha is looking at the distance of the dock of the Exalting Sanctum with the coffin at his side. Maybe he just left a star skiff. Maybe he's waiting for a new star skiff. He walked along the dock for a while and put aside his luggage, leaning on the railing and watching star skiffs passing by the dock.
What do you think? Any idea what the correct order is? Sure. Which one?
Okay. I have to watch them all again. How am I supposed to...
2314. Luocha emerges from the inn, goes to Spare Time Bookshop, turns into an alley, then appears at the dock with his luggage. Oh, I know! He must have found a treasure map at Spare Time Bookshop. He went into the alley to dig it up, and then went home with his newfound riches. On second thought, nah, this order feels awkward. Try arranging it again.
Bruh.
Is this order really correct? Oh, let me see. Luocha turns a corner, but the corner leads straight to an inn. Then he exits the inn and goes into Spare Time Bookshop without buying anything. and then he runs to the dock and picks up some luggage? This doesn't seem right to me. Wanna try again?
Maybe if they were more I don't know, better.
Let me see if this order works. Lucha exits the star skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage.
This would make
including
sense.
the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice.
Nice work indeed. You're sidekick to a genius detective after all.
Shut up.
Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a star skiff.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock? That's so suspicious.
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunsho Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of Divine Foresight. It's only used during invasions. That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries, and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
The key question is, when did he leave? There's only one gate in this area, at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks for your hard work.
Thanks so much. We'll be waiting. Patiently.
Your assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. I'll get you what you need as soon as possible. Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything. I'll do my best, of course. It'll take more time. I can't hand them over just now.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
This child is being stalked. We're not going to touch on that?
Huh? Isn't this a scene from the Angler mystery?
That novel's gone to your head.
Shush! You're being annoying. I'm not kidding. This is straight out of the book.
Now that you mention it...
I'm not sure I follow.
The Angler's origin story, of course. He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society. 2 agents in dark clothing wait for him to be alone and then poison him. The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. The Angler gets younger and turns back into a child. From there on out, the Angler pursues the Tea Society while solving all kinds of strange cases.
March. That is a girl we just looked at. Luocha is a man. Or so we assume. A drug like that sounds like it would help people stricken with Mara. No, it would not.
Their tea must be stronger than Himiko's coffee.
Damn.
The Tea Society is just a code name. Did you think they'd call themselves the Evil Society? They have to have a nice-sounding name to conceal themselves.
So, March, what you mean is, the 2 people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged Luocha?
What if a crazy Angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black. Oh, the plot thickens. This could be a kidnapping!
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
True, their hair color is completely different.
Maybe he dyed his hair.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Too bad, March. No de-aging, no Angler.
And the child is a girl.
initial conjectures are bound to be wrong. Totally expected.
The Psycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage. I'll contact you if there's a breakthrough.
All right, let's go. Time to interview the witness.
And then we'll find out that she's not there because she got kidnapped. She's not there. She was kidnapped.
I don't see the shopkeeper. Let's look for her in the area.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby. You two go ahead. I'll wait here in case she comes back.
Okay, let's go.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
Away on temporary business. Please come back later.
Looks like Yin Shu isn't here after all. Where could she be?
The things of days past are shaped anew through the years.
Hey, buddy, you got any answers?
Hey, mister! Are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of Spare Time Bookshop?
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu? Yeah, I am. Something wrong?
Can you please tell us where she is?
Why should I?
Because we're asking nicely. What's with the attitude?
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strails.
Pay you? What is this? You want paying for a simple favor?
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence are the most valuable commodities?
I don't like the way you talk.
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable type. What should we do?
We have no money, but we can pay you with a beatdown.
Oh, you dare threaten me? Do you know who I am?
The question is, do you know who we are?
We're the Express Crew.
The Express Crew. Never heard of you. I mean, they couldn't be higher-ups from one of the other Ciencho ships, could they? Dang it! Am I in trouble? Ugh, better to live and find another day. Ugh, forget it. I'm not stooping to your level. Inshu said she had a voucher for a food stall over in Exalting Sanctum. She wanted to use it before it expired. You know, she's not been gone long. Probably finishing up her food right now.
About time you saw the light. Come on, let's go.
Why did it take that long?
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
An intern priest wants to store
So
one
she
gone.
asked someone to look after the shop for her. But where are they? Looks like they must have left too. A new addition after so many years? Looks like I made the right choice coming to the Lawfu. As soon as we've cracked this case, I'm getting myself a copy. Su Fong is the greatest.
Alright, March. You can quit your fangirling.
Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
Are you Yinshu? The shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop? There's something we want to talk to you about.
Yeah, that's me. Can I help you?
You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk. I'll tell you all about it on the way.
Oh, okay. Let's go. That footage, I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something didn't feel right. So I left. Those two people left the same way I did.
Oh my god, imagine someone was like, Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. They just play this dialogue and that's it. Like Ether will mean blonde outworlder.
So you just happened to be going the same way.
They put the red circle
Did you
over
see
blonde
what the
outworlder.
Outworlder
Like,
was
did you
doing?
see it?
Sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. Or the two in dark clothing. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing. They smell pretty bad. I guess that's not much of a clue. Sorry I can't give you any useful information.
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Psycrane recordings, Lorcha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. I remember now, he did pay a visit. Oh, how could I forget? He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback.
The more she talks, she sounds the tiniest bit familiar.
Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was grinning ear to ear, so I didn't dare ask him about it. After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way. I can't believe I'd forget something like that. I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything else to the back of my mind.
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page. But since you asked about it, here, you can have it.
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Locha is a villain. How can he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the Angler Mystery. Unacceptable.
Why did Rocha tear out the title page?
If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether someone brought a dangerous object onto the Law Fu. Dahao and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be, but we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron. I think that by removing the page, Lorcha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
You know, it really would be the biggest troll in the world to have an Odo that isn't trying to destroy everything.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page have to do with the Stellaron? Are you following Mr. Yang?
I think the one thing of, to have an evil Odo, you have to have a Kellen Kiswana. If you have a Kellen Kiswana, Odo will be evil. I think that's correct. Anyway, I think I follow. It might seem random at first glance, but there has to be more to it.
Exactly. I think Lorcha may have friends on the Law Fu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse! How dare he use a book that praises justice for his evil plans?
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage. We have no way of knowing exactly what he did because the Psycrane data was lost.
So, is this a dead end?
It's the end of the video, that's for sure.
Every night I will save your life.